I just don't get it.
So my real question is, do we need to start with a depressing anecdote from Brady again?
No, no,
No,
no.
no, no,
See,
no.
I was telling you that ahead of time, so I got that out of the way, so I wouldn't bring that up during the show.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing it back up, though.
Yeah, no problem. And I just hit record, so it's definitely on record.
Nice, nice. All right, starting off low.
Yeah. So what's going on, Brady? How you doing, man?
I'm actually doing pretty good. Yeah.
We missed you last week for the regular episode and earlier for the special gambling episode.
Yeah, the gambling episode was my fault. I was tired from work and couldn't do it. The normal podcast last week was just a busy week in the garden, so there was just not the time to be here.
Man.
Brady, Brady, this was the first time we got emails. We actually got 3 emails of people clamoring and wondering where you were. They thought maybe arrested, disappeared. Netflix was going to do a new documentary about Abducted in Plain Sight, the Denver edition.
Should I pull up the email?
Please do. I disbelieve.
Yeah.
Because I seriously disbelieve that these emails came in. Like, the bullshit-o-meter is on like an 11 right now.
It was actually a fan email about the Abducted in Plain Sight Denver. Wait, do you not know about this Netflix show, Abducted in Plain Sight?
What is Abducted in Plain Sight?
Well, one, it's one of the you just can't fucking believe that this actually happened in real life stories.
Okay. I like those.
2, I think everybody should watch it. And that at about the 22 or 26 minute, they should all stop watching right at that moment when they find out what happens. And they can all send us an email telling us that this is the greatest story ever told.
Oh, no, it's not the greatest story ever told. The
What is
the greatest story ever told is
Doc
about
Ellis?
No, not even Doc Ellis. I love Doc Ellis, and everybody
that's a
loves the
pretty good
story of a
story.
no-hitter on acid. Everybody loves a good story about a no-hitter on acid. But the greatest story ever told was about the Loomis Fargo heist in Charlotte, North Carolina, pulled off by an absolute
moron
noob named David Scott Gant.
Yeah.
And
they made Zach Galifianakis made it into a movie.
Yeah, when I first saw they'd made a Zach Galifianakis movie out of it, I was furious. I was like, you cannot take the best story that has ever been told and turn it into a slapstick Zach Galifianakis movie. And
They did.
It was
amazing.
genius,
Yes.
and it told the story brilliantly. And that's the best story ever told.
Are you familiar with have you ever heard of the Dollop podcast?
No.
They do stories from American history.
Okay.
And they did that story, and
I
they
gotta
did
find it.
one of the greatest jobs ever. It was probably within the last 3 months, but it is just he did such a great job because he goes through all the old newspaper stories, and he reads quotes from the newspaper and everything. One of their early episodes, I don't know, within the first 100, they did the story of the first high five ever. It's a fantastic story about the guy. Lots of trials and tribulations, just the whole story. And he's telling you this whole story about this guy who also happened to be one of the first openly gay baseball players, and his whole story, and then how it all leads to the first ever high five on television. Fantastic.
Huh.
Fantastic.
Interesting. I'll have to check that out. Dollop?
Yeah, DOLLOP.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely checking it out. Looking for the David Scott Gant episode first, and we'll go from there. Just because that is my favorite story ever told. And it was long before the Mastermind movie came out.
Oh, yeah. But it's fantastic.
Yeah. So, back to sports, I guess. Is that where we should head?
Yeah.
Let's decide.
Let's do a little hockey talk real quick, because I got kind of a cute story here to liven things up from the NHL. Turns out that there was a little bit of discussion as to who should win the Conn Smythe Trophy for the Stanley Cup MVP, and when asked, Colton Parayko offered this insight. He thought that his teammate Vladimir Tarasenko's wife should be named MVP simply because she was pregnant And instead of having the baby during one of the games, she managed to have it on the travel day when they were coming back to town. So that dude didn't even have to leave the team. He got back to town with the team, went to the hospital. His wife had the kid, and he went back to the hotel with the team for the night, or probably went home with his wife for the night, and then went to the game the next day.
That's a very considerate birthing of a child, Mr. Tarasenko. Congratulations.
And yeah, I mean, for someone, for a rookie who's been performing at that level in the Cup Finals,
Now-
it's very considerate for his wife to not interrupt their flow with this event.
Let's talk about the really big story coming out of the NHL Finals, though. Nobody's happy with the officiating in Boston, and Bruins fans went from chanting, "We want the cup" in round 2 to pretty quiet ending of Game 5 the other night.
Yeah, Bruins fans can eat a dick.
Wow, all Bruins fans, or just only Bruins fans that are mad about the trip not being called, leading to the goal, which led to them losing the game?
All Bruins
Which
fans, you myopic, nearsighted motherfuckers. You got to hear on the backs of the fucking officials. The officials gave you the Carolina series. The officials gave you the series before that. You got here on the backs of the officials, and now that the officiating is turned on you finally, you're like, oh my God, the officials. The officials saved your ass over and over these playoffs. Boston fans can shut the fuck up.
All right,
Please.
Brady, here's what I want you to do. I want you to look directly into your camera, and I want you to address Rob Gronkowski. And I want you to look directly into that camera, and I want you to tell Rob Gronkowski to eat a dick because he is a Boston Bruins fan, and you now are against him. You're not with him. You're now against him.
Yeah.
You look into that camera, and you tell Rob Gronkowski to eat a big, fat, Harry Bush 1970s porn star mustache-wearing dick.
Hey, Rob. Ron Jeremy called. Eat his fucking dick.
Whew. Some bold, bold words to Rob Gronkowski.
Done.
Hey, he's mad about that, man.
Boston fans can eat it. You've had the better part of the officiating for a month and a half, and in one game the officiating turns on you, and you're crying like bitches with skint fucking knees, to quote Jay and Silent Bob. Nothing sadder than watching a fat man fucking weep.
So what?
I propose there is something sadder than a fat man. I propose it's a giant, ripped, in-shape man crying.
Yeah, that's probably equally sad, but I don't know. That would be an interesting scale to try to find.
How about this classic picture redone for the Bruins fans these days?
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, the classic Bobby Orr, but with the trip.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. That's some troll supreme right
Photoshop
there.
at its finest right here.
Oh, there is a troll out there somewhere that needs a cookie and a glass of milk after that.
And Brady's going to mail it to you.
No. I'll mail it to his mom because he's probably in his mom's basement. So,
Wow.
It's probably
Brady is firing today.
Hard in the paint on hockey fans.
Yes.
Brady, you might actually get a hate email after this.
Nice.
Just one hockey fan listens to this who's not a Blues fan, who's a fan of any other team. You might actually get a hate email telling you to go make that sequel.
Yeah, that might. That's okay.
In all seriousness, the series is a long way from over. St. Louis doesn't have it wrapped up.
No, it is most definitely anybody's series at this point. There's still two games, and 2 games is a long ways away.
Yeah.
We do know the one thing we do know for sure is that the Blues are going to do every cheap, dirty thing that they can get away with to make this to win this series. They're going to be chippy. They're going to, the ref's going to turn his head and they're going to smack somebody in the ball. They're going to do every Chris Paul, Patrick Beverly hockey
This comes
thing
from
that
the fan of a team with Todd Marchant on it.
Brad.
Brad Marchant. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a solid argument right there, Brady.
You've got Brad Marchant. Why the fuck are you talking about doing shit while the ref's back is turned?
Yeah,
fuck are you talking to? I don't even give a shit about hockey.
Oh, no.
I just know that I just know what I can see when I watch the game, and one team's a little dirtier and a little more chippy than the other.
I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that the Blues are playing it right up to the line and probably a little over the line. But it's the playoffs, and you get away with everything you can fucking get away with in the playoffs.
If the Bruins had their way, they'd just fight them, twice a period. They'd literally throw down gloves and punch each other in the face. The difference is, I think the Blues are made up of a bunch of millennials, and they don't actually want to get punched in the face. They just want to do all the dirty things and know that they're not going to get punched in the face.
Like my old football coach said, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And if you're getting caught, you just ain't cheating hard enough.
I have a very strange feeling that they're going to get caught a lot in this next game.
Oh, yeah. The officiating will definitely overcompensate in this game, and Boston's going to have, probably 4 power play goals out of, 7 power play chances. And, it's going to be a shit show, and no one's going to like watching it, and the final score is going to be, 5-1. And it's going to be an ugly fucking game, and it's going to be bitter, and then we'll have game 7. And everyone's going to be pissed off, and everyone's going to be bitter, and hopefully the refs just put their whistles in the fucking pocket from the start of the game, and we let these boys beat the shit out of each other until we have a champion in game 7. That's all we really want.
There's a good possibility of that. It's a good possibility. I'm definitely thinking that there will be a game 7.
I'm putting a title.
For sure.
I'm putting in the title of this episode, Brady has a message for Gronk. That's going in the title.
Nice.
Brady tells Gronk to suck a dick should be in that.
Oh my
Brady
God.
has a message.
That's going to get hits just because it's Brady.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's horrible. I like it.
I'm just
I
saying,
like it.
it's what it
That's
is,
dirty as
Brady.
fuck. That's dirty as fuck. And it's right near the front of the episode, so they don't even have to watch an hour and a half for the payoff. It's literally right at the front.
Brady, thank you. You just brought us the gold we needed.
Absolutely. Happy to be a team player.
The last thing,
Yeah,
on this game, it's a pick'em line for a game 6 here.
Really? I really thought fucking Boston would have at least a solid, minus 110 to a plus 150.
The game's in St. Louis.
Still, I don't know.
Games in St. Louis, they're both minus 110.
Damn.
Wow. And what's your pick, Rich?
I think the refereeing's definitely going to go in the Bruins' favor.
Yeah.
And it's hockey, so home ice doesn't actually mean dick.
That's the weirdest fucking thing, because for the longest time, home ice was guaranteed in hockey.
It's not guaranteed. I mean, there is a little bit more to it, I believe.
I also think that this St. Louis Blues guy who has this $400 bet to win $100,000, that by not hedging, he's really tempting the St. Louis Blues fate, because there would not be a bigger meme than this guy riding it out all the way to overtime in game 7 to lose.
Yeah.
And look on his face. The gambling, I do not think that the gambling gods are on this guy's side right now. I mean, I don't think he's tweeted anything. I haven't watched anything recently. I haven't seen him interviewed recently, but he better be donating to charity and everything he can win this game now.
The dude better not so much as step on a crack in the sidewalk for the next 48 hours.
Get a few hours in at the soup kitchen.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea at this point. Go ahead and find some sort of charitable way to spend your time for the next couple days.
So I think it's interesting. I think that, it's strange that the Bruins aren't a slight underdog. I mean, but...
Yeah, I guess they really should on the road be a slight underdog, and if they're calling it a pick'em, they're basically saying Boston has the advantage, even though they're on the road.
Yeah, so interesting.
All right. Cool. Well, let's move on to the other finals that are going on right now. Let's talk about Kawhi Ball.
Can we skip? Can we come back to the NBA? Can we talk about something way more fun right now?
Yo, let's
Do
talk
it.
about something fun. What do you got?
Can we skip right to the fucking fights? Can we talk about these goddamn fights? Because
Sure.
this shit is gonna be fucking epic tonight, and everybody needs to fucking sign up and watch these goddamn fights.
Are you talking UFC fights or are you talking boxing?
The UFC fights.
Okay,
There's
because
a-
Alright.
Triple G's fighting tonight too.
Yeah, but isn't he fighting
know.
like a warm up fight? Like it's a scrub, like bottom of the rankings kind of guy?
Look what just happened with
That's true. Anthony Ruiz or Anthony Johnson.
Anthony Johnson. Yeah.
Gotta love the Mexican butterbean. That was
Anthony
beautiful.
Joshua.
Anthony Joshua.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
Josh.
thank you. Johnson didn't sound right.
And Brady wasn't here last week to get yelled at for calling him Mexican butterbean. So
Yeah,
we're
don't
gonna
do that.
give him one pass on that. We'll play back the video afterwards.
Don't
All right,
disrespect
cool.
a goddamn Olympian. Shit, the dude
That's
only
fine,
got-
dude. I'm just saying he looks about as in shape in the mirror as I do, and I do not look in shape. And I am proud as fuck that is a heavyweight champion of the world right there.
No,
Like
but
that
between
dude, that dude is doing it for the dad bods everywhere, and I am so proud of him for it.
Well, you only have one less loss than him, so you're pretty
Damn.
close to having the same amount of losses as that guy. He's only got one. You don't have any professional losses yet. You just have to have a few more professional wins than you.
Just a couple.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
a couple.
Just what, like 35 or something like that?
32, I believe.
Yeah. I knew it was 30 something.
Can people see this? They can't read it.
What's it say?
It says "Rise of the Dad Bod."
Is that
And
DC?
it's
Yeah,
DC
yeah,
and Ruiz.
Cormier. Yeah,
Cor-
Yeah. How
you-
come nobody's talking shit to Daniel Cormier?
Oh, Cormier is out there embracing it, doing dance videos, eating chicken.
Yeah. Cormier's happy as fuck because he doesn't have to fucking starve himself while he's training anymore. He finally said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna fight at my natural weight and not my cut the fuck down to nothing
Yeah,
weight."
well, Ruiz eats a Snickers every day.
Oh, I'm
Well-
fucking glad for him. And yeah, he kind of looks like he eats his Snickers every day. I mean,
I don't see anybody calling Cormier the blank butterbean or any kind of butterbean comment.
Yeah,
but
Butterbean.
he like
Why?
heavyweight wrestlers kind of carry that size body. When you see a professional boxer, you kind of have that stereotypical boxer's body that we've seen even back to Tyson, and even like Ali before him was in very good
more
shape.
Anthony Joshua.
You know, Anthony Joshua looked like a fucking specimen in a lab. You know, you'd have to grow that body to make it that kind of perfect. And then in comes this dude who looks like one of us off the fucking street and just whips that ass.
We can't
And
call
by
him.
one
Why
of
don't
us, he does mean one of us, not necessarily you. Rich.
Yeah. You're actually in decent shape. Like when I say one of us, I'm speaking for the larger gentleman out there.
Well, why didn't we want to call him the Mexican George Foreman?
That's
George
fair.
Foreman was.
Well, no, George Foreman
in
was
shape?
ripped in his day. Like when he was fighting, he had that fucking cut afro,
all right,
and he
and
was
here-
just ripped as shit.
And
Like,
here's
he
what I'll
was
say,
beef.
Brady. I believe Ruiz is probably ripped as shit under a couple of layers.
I feel that the same thing
Yeah.
we used to tell you. You were a svelte 245-pound athlete in a 325-pound frame.
Yeah, but Brady, there's only two George Foremans that people remember. The one who got his ass whooped by Muhammad Ali at the Rumble in the Jungle,
Yeah,
and the 48-year-old fat man that won the
won the
heavyweight title over Moore.
Yep.
yeah.
The only two George Foremans you
that's
picture
very
in your
true.
mind.
That's very true. Yeah,
You don't
you
picture-
either see him
Yeah,
fat
well,
and bald
I
or
mean-
young and cut.
When I picture George Foreman now, I picture him selling grills.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, and what's he
stuttering
look like
through
then?
grill commercials, fat and old and bald.
Like the 48-year-old.
Yeah. He looks like the guy in that final fight before he retired.
He looks like King Hippo.
Yes, exactly. That I feel like he was the inspiration for that video game character.
He might
Now,
have
if somebody wants to put Andy Ruiz Jr. in the Mike Tyson Punch-Out game, I'm not going to be mad at that, because at least that's fucking clever. But give him a goddamn belt in it. Make him
Yes.
a goddamn champ.
Yes, he's a fucking champ. He
He's earned
deserves
some
it.
He has absolutely earned that.
Yeah.
But
So anyway, so much for rehashing last week's.
So much for not diving back into
Whatever.
that.
Right.
we can. I'll give Andy Ruiz Jr. all the shine that motherfucker wants until he fights Joshua again and knocks him out again, and then I'll celebrate it all over.
Yeah, apparently the next fight's going to be at MSG and not in London. So
That hasn't been. So, don't believe all you hear.
yeah, I'm not. This is some Dan Raphael reporting, but it's still everything up in the air.
All right. So what other big fights tonight are we talking about? What about Cueto?
Shit, every fight's a goddamn big fight tonight. You
Yeah.
got Ricardo Lamas, Calvin Kattar kicking off the goddamn thing.
We got Cowboy coming back out again.
Hey, can you not jump ahead on the goddamn card? We got to give all these guys love. There's some fucking bangers on this thing. Have you seen Ricardo Lamas fight? I don't know how this dude's an underdog. I must have missed Calvin Kattar somewhere along the way. I obviously don't know enough about him. Because Ricardo Lamas is a bad man. Then 2 fights later, you got Pedro Munez and Aljamain Sterling. One guy on the rise, one guy trying to hold on to some of that glory. There's going to be another banger. I like Aljamain in that one. I mean, you still got Jimmy Rivera fighting. Huge underdog. Jimmy Rivera. Huge underdog to Peter Yan. Do either of you know who Peter Yan is? You guys watch fights?
Nope.
Never heard
You
the
know
name.
who Jimmy Rivera is, though. And that dude's a giant underdog. And then you get into the goddamn Tony Ferguson Cowboy fight.
Yep.
Cowboy.
Yeah,
underdog.
how that's not a fucking headliner. But I mean, it's not for a belt, so.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Yeah,
But
you're not going to have a fucking headlining fight in a pay-per-view that's not for a belt. But
you
it is
hear
basically
Cerrone?
for the fucking belt fight.
did you hear Cerrone at the weigh-ins turn to Dana White and go, whoever wins this gets a shot at the title? Called him out on blast on the stage at the weigh-in.
I mean, it's pretty much assumed. Like, Dana White might as well come out and say it.
Oh, it's going to be fucking great.
And what about Valentina? She's defending a title tonight, right?
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, she is.
She's a huge favorite, but God, it might be worth it to put a little on Jessica Ai. It's so big. Shevchenko's minus 1,300.
So a $100 bet on Jessica Ai wins you $1,300.
No, she's plus 700. So $100 will win you 700.
Got it. Okay.
You got to bet 1,300 on Shevchenko to win 100.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
Cerrone's plus 160. Ferguson's minus 195. This all depends. So let's talk about this fight because I've thought about this fight a lot. I'm a sucker for this fight. Like, I might actually buy this pay-per-view just to watch this fight. I should have just gone to the goddamn thing. It would have been cheaper.
Is it in
I mean,
Chicago?
it's 20 minutes away. I told you that earlier this week, trying
Nice.
to get you to come out here.
Yeah, you
Come
did.
fly
We were,
out.
we were talking about the possibility of what's her name coming out here, Andrade coming out here to defend her belt against Rose.
Like, Cerrone,
How awesome would that be?
That would be tits. Fucking
Cow-
Pepsi Center. Hell yeah.
knock it off. Like, I mean, Brady, obviously you're a huge Cowboy fan, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's doing it for all the old farts out there. Like, he is definitely
What are you talking about, old fart? How old is Cerrone?
like 33, 34, 35, something like that.
That makes him an old fart?
In the fighting game, it does. I mean, when most of your highly competitive fighters are between basically like 23 and 28. Being
Fighters at their
35 and
prime,
fighting...
they're-
Yeah,
No,
it doesn't have,
fighters at their prime at like 32.
doesn't have his age here.
Oh,
I don't know, man. Like, he's just fun. He's what every dude
Yeah.
wants to be.
yeah.
The name of his ranch is Bad Motherfucker Ranch.
Nice.
Like, that's where he trains. It's Bad Motherfucker Ranch. Like, if you ever follow him on Instagram, he's wakeboarding, he's snowboarding, he's skiing, he's jumping out of planes. He nearly died free diving. Like, he's a goddamn animal, and he fights like that. And he fights whenever he just fought like a month ago.
Yeah.
A month.
Yeah.
A month, and he's fighting literally one of the only dudes that people think could beat Khabib. And he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
And he's going to go wild. Like, could he catch Ferguson? Sure, but I don't know how it's not bigger odds in Ferguson's favor. Like, I just think Ferguson's a better fighter. I don't understand
and
why
a
he's
month in
only...
between fights is not good for a fighter. You know, I mean, he could say, yeah, I'm still in fighting shape but I mean, you need time to heal up after one of these fights. These are pretty vicious events. You know, the body needs time to heal, and I don't know if he's at all healed from that previous fight. 4-6 weeks down the road from his previous event.
Listen, I'm gonna cheer like crazy for Cerrone.
Yeah,
but I think Tony Ferguson's a great bet. There are very few scenarios in which Cerrone can get to Ferguson. Like, he's not a better wrestler, he's not a better striker, and he doesn't have better jiu-jitsu. Cerrone's just nuts, and he's crazier, and he could do something that Ferguson would never think he would do. And, you know, maybe Cerrone gets Ferguson into just standing in the pocket and banging, and then Cerrone's got a shot. But I think if this fight gets too technical, Cowboy's in a world of trouble. World of trouble.
All right, now let's talk about the main event: Henry Cueto and Marlon Moraes.
Cejudo.
Cejudo.
Jesus. Another
Cejudo.
Another Olympian. Goddamn Olympic wrestler. Coming up in weight because, you know, he wants to be a champ like everybody else.
Yep.
Can you name the three? There's 3 other people that have been champ in the UFC. Can you name them?
No.
What do you mean champ?
Like 2 different weight classes.
Two weight class belts at the same time. They don't have to.
Connor was one of them.
Was Connor one of them?
Connor was the original champ.
Okay.
I would assume maybe Khabib did it after him.
No.
Nope. Khabib only has 1 belt. Only 155. We already talked about
Did DC do it?
One of them's a female, right?
DC was the light heavyweight and heavyweight, and then he said, "Take light heavyweight. I'm not fighting there anymore."
Yeah, he said I'm sick of cutting weight.
The last one is a female. Do you know who she is?
I mean, my guess would be Ronda.
Cyborg?
Nope, not Ronda. Nope, not Cyborg.
Nunez.
She did beat, the real baddest woman on the planet, Amanda Nunez. I'm pissed. Give my girl Amanda Nunez more love, UFC. Fuck you for not promoting her more. She's the female champ, the only female champ. She beat the baddest woman on the planet, and she's got a great story. And fuck you, UFC, for not shoving her down our throats as a great, great person. Still pissed about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been fired up about it since before she beat Cyborg. I remember that.
I just wish the UFC get its head out of its ass and give her more love. She's a fucking star. She's a goddamn superstar. She's great on the mic. She's great in promos. They make all these videos and she would change it. I don't know. But anyways, main event, Cejudo Moraes. God damn, it's going to be real tough for Cejudo. He's coming up in weight. It's just tough. We just saw what happened to Max Holloway when he went up in weight. It was too much.
Yeah.
Too much for him. It may only seem like 10 pounds, but shit. It's going to be a tough go. And,
especially if you're going to get someone that's naturally at that weight as opposed to someone who's fighting up to that weight.
I mean, they're both the same size. But I don't know. Cejudo's got a chance. He's a slight underdog. Put it with Ferguson and Shevchenko. Make it fun.
Who is this Poirier schlub that fucking Dana White's going to have Khabib fight on September 7th?
Are you fucking kidding? You're calling Dustin Poirier a schlub?
No, I've never heard the name, so I'm assuming he's someone that is coming up through the ranks.
No.
No?
Poirier is a pretty good vet.
All right, good.
Poirier's beating a lot of dudes.
All right.
Pretty sure Poirier's beaten Cowboy. So, how about them apples?
Apparently, Poirier's the interim title holder. Oh, all right. Well, then, yeah, he must not be a schlub if they set him to be the interim title holder until the whole Conor Khabib thing got sorted out. He must have at least been third or
Khabib's
fourth
not
in
the
line.
title holder?
No, he never.
No, Khabib is the title.
He was suspended too long to defend his title. This is his first fight since he won the title.
So they're giving the guy that he's fighting the interim title so that he gets
so that
it right
Khabib
back?
so that Khabib can take it back from him.
Khabib still has the belt. They just made an interim title while Khabib couldn't defend his belt.
Okay.
So it's the interim champ versus the real deal champ.
So it's the unification fight, so to speak.
Yes.
Okay.
Brady, you're really rushed. We're going to get hate emails now. We're going to get more hate emails now, Brady.
Okay. All publicity is good publicity.
John, let's put together a giant stupid parlay. You ready?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm definitely in on a giant stupid parlay.
I have no idea, Ricardo Lamas, why he's an underdog. I have no idea about Calvin Kattar, but let's put an underdog on there, Ricardo Lamas. We're going to put Aljamain on there because I like him.
Okay, hold on. Ricardo Lamas?
Yeah, Ricardo Lamas.
Comote Lamas?
Okay.
It's probably terrible. We're probably going to lose the parlay on the first fight on the main card, but that's okay.
Sweet.
We're going to take Aljamain Sterling because I like him. And I think he's on the come up. We're gonna throw Peter Yan in there because he's such a giant favorite. And the fact that I don't know him and I would have picked Jimmy Rivera means I should go the other way.
Okay.
We're going Cowboy we're going Tony Ferguson because they don't actually think Cowboy's going to win. It's a sucker bet. Cowboy, like betting on
it's the feel good bet.
Betting on Cerrone is like betting on the Packers, the Patriots, or the Cowboys, or the Steelers. You're not getting your money's worth.
Right, Tiger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. We're going to put Shevchenko on there. That might be the loser. And then just for fun, we're going to put Cejudo on there to make a champ for the night.
Damn. So you're going to bet the entire main card all the way down?
Not all of it. We skipped a couple fights. It's plus 645.
If all that goes down. So $100 would get you $645 if all of those fights went down.
Yep, plus your original $100 back.
Yes.
And you could protect this entire thing with a $100 bet on Jessica I, right?
Yeah, because
that would help protect this.
If you make it that far down in the card and you win if you win 4 fights before that, yeah, you throw a little cheddar on Jessica I.
Just to be safe.
Okay.
Yeah, and if it makes it a little farther, you can still back it up again.
All right, so
if Jessica I cashes for you and then the rest of the event continues to go your way, what do you do when you get down to that final fight? Do you throw a little side action on the main event if you've won everything, including your Jessica I side bet, and you get down to that main event and you're just waiting on Cejudo to see if you cash your ridiculous parlay?
We can't bet Lamas. Lamas is fighting right now.
Oh, too late.
Oh, he started?
Yep.
Oh, that's why it's only plus 645. Oh well. We'll see what happens.
All right.
Anyways,
so I got Sterling, Yan, Ferguson, Valentina, and Cueto.
Cejudo. He's not a goddamn Major League Baseball
Why do I
pitcher.
keep reading? Yeah, I don't know.
John's seeing the world through Mets colored lenses again.
No, well, I mean, yes, but no.
Which is hilarious because the Rockies are whooping the Mets these last couple days.
Fuck off.
All right.
Rockies, bitches. Rockies.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this card. We'll finish this up soon so you guys can get to watching it.
All good, all good. So let's move on to the NBA.
Yeah, let's
All
talk
right.
a little Kawhi ball.
Kawhi?
Kawhi?
Kawhi? Kawhi?
Cowie?
I got a question, Rich. Is the finals so bad this year? The biggest story coming out of the finals is going to be the owner getting, a little handsy with Lowry.
No, I think the biggest story coming out of the finals this year has yet to be written. Because how fucking great would it be? My man KD came back and won the NBA Finals MVP.
Put
And
on
then
the
just-
cape and went full Captain Save-A-Ho on it.
Yeah, like if he comes back and they win 3 straight games, you have to give him the MVP, right?
You would think.
Yeah. And especially if he's putting
yeah,
up
if
like
he's putting up
35
his
and 12,
numbers.
like 35, 12 and 9 fucking over the course of fucking 3 games, then God, yeah, you have to give him MVP.
Because if they win all 3 games, then he is, by definition, the most valuable player because they were getting their ass kicked without him.
Yeah, and then
And
he
he
came
comes
back
back,
and they won 3 games in
And
a
they
row.
won 3 games. So
Yeah.
Therefore, by definition, he's the most valuable player. Like, that would just wreck. And then he was like, peace out, homies.
Yep.
Like, that's the story that I want. That's the story yet to be written. I think the possibility for stories, like, I was thinking about this today. I'm like, why does everybody talk about where KD's going, where Kyrie's going? Nobody actually fucking talks about where Kawhi is going. Like, nobody talks
because
about it.
nobody knows. Like that's the problem is that dude is so tight-lipped and in his own house that fucking he's just going to pick up his lunch pail and go to work and we're going to find out where he's working when he comes in and clocks in.
Like, we just stopped talking about Jimmy Butler. He's not a free agent to go somewhere.
I mean, that's
not
true.
The free agent market is so deep this year, but yeah, everybody seems focused at the top right now with just Kyrie, KD.
Yeah.
But not Kawhi.
Where Anthony
God.
Davis is going to end up. Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. What do you think? I think Kawhi is probably going to end up in Toronto. He's going to have to take 40 million less to play somewhere else? That's a lot of money to give up, especially if they're... even if the worst case scenario, you were 1 game away from a championship, they're going to give you a $20 million condo. They're talking about free food for Kawhi at all the restaurants in Toronto.
There's a very simple issue. Kawhi is a California boy, and he has already been on the record saying, this place is nice, but I can't walk around outside 3 months a year.
That sounds like way too many words that Kawhi would say in one sentence.
He's on record saying, I can't walk around outside 3 months a year out here. Like he doesn't like the cold.
All right, but like,
Now, don't get me
He's
wrong.
also-
Money can insulate a lot of things.
all right, but here's
You
the
know?
other thing. Like, you know how everybody talks about there's an advantage for Texas and Florida that they don't have taxes and all that?
Yes.
He's paying Canadian fucking taxes on top of American taxes. So
Yeah, he's
how
getting
much
double
more
tax.
is that 40 million? Nobody's talked about that. How much extra he has to pay in taxes? Because let me tell you what, a lot of NBA players have talked about how much extra they have to pay in taxes because they fucking play in Canada. So that's
Yeah.
number one. So that 40 million might not be the same.
Yeah,
Then here's the other thing, because this is what got me thinking about this. There is a rumor that the reason why the Washington Wizards have not signed a GM is because the GM that they are actively pursuing, his team is still in the NBA Finals.
what they want the Toronto's GM? That
Yeah,
dude's
say his
definitely
name.
got big balls.
What's his name, Brady? What's
No.
his name?
No clue.
No clue.
No
He
clue
just,
who his GM is.
he might be the best GM in the
Yeah.
NBA, and you don't know his name.
And that's why he's the best GM in the NBA. He pulls all the triggers. He went out there and gave away the most popular player in Toronto to get Kawhi Leonard, and it worked. Like,
His
like
name
he shined up the big brass balls, sat him on his fucking desk, and said, "The buck stops here, motherfucker. I'm getting Kawhi."
His name is Masai Ujiri. Masai
Mas-
Ujiri.
Masai Ujiri.
Yes. Now, here's
Yeah.
what got me thinking.
Damn good GM.
Why does nobody talk about where Kawhi is going? What if he loves playing? Like, what if he just loves how Masai runs the organization? And Masai's like, hey, I'm taking the job in DC. Come on down.
That would completely throw the East up in the air because like no one would expect him to pop up in DC. That's like some whack-a-mole shit where you're looking at like one corner of the board and all of a sudden that motherfucker pops up at the far corner from you and you're just like, what the?
Like Pat Riley's not going to get in on this game. Like what are we just dismissing everybody else and every player else? Like,
Yeah.
do you think Durant actually wants to play with Kyrie after Kyrie just blew up a fucking team?
That's a valid point. I still feel like the Lakers are the safest landing spot for Kyrie because he doesn't have to be like he can shine and everyone can know that it's him, but he still has the shelter of the LeBron umbrella to take some of the brunt off of the media from him, so that he's not the guy with the huge crowd of fucking reporters around his locker room every day.
Yeah, they're right now. Kyrie's
You know.
big rumor is Brooklyn.
I hope Kyrie goes to like fucking Timbuktu, and that somewhere where he can really spread his crazy, like where he thinks nobody's watching, and can just get. Like, God, if Wyoming had a basketball team and he could hang out with Kanye on his off days, and like we could have pictures of Kyrie at Kanye's church service in the mountains.
Utah's not that far from Wyoming, and it's definitely some. You can't call it banjo music country up there because that's not regionally appropriate. But
I mean,
there is
Utah
definitely. There's some.
Utah is in the market for a point guard. They're moving off for Rubio. Like, they're talking about that. They're going to actively pursue D'Angelo Russell, but it would be so much cooler if they got Kyrie out there. He could go full Kyrie.
Yeah.
That excites you, huh?
And if he does it right, the Mormons out there would eat it up because we all know. But no.
What's up, Brady?
I
You
know.
just created an awkward silence.
So, sorry, I did not mean to get awkward there, but I almost stepped on a Mormon landmine there, and I was not going to do that.
Yeah, let's not get more hate emails from you.
Yeah. I've already generated enough interest, let's just say, with the show today, so let's not open that can of fish as well.
Listen, we'll see what happens in the finals. I think they've been entertaining games. I think the media's been the most entertaining part about watching them all lose their effing minds. Did you realize that the underdog has won every single one of these NBA final games? The Warriors were favored in game 1 by 1.5 when it closed. They lost. Toronto was favored by 2 in game 2. They lost.
Yep.
Warriors 4.5 point favorite game 3. They lost. Warriors 4-point favorite in game 4. They lost.
So what you're saying is somebody out there is cleaning up on these games.
Hey, listen, I've been talking about this the whole fucking playoffs, that the Warriors have been throwing games and making Vegas a shit ton of money. Now they're going to be underdogs like the rest of the fucking way, no matter who's fucking playing.
And they're going to fucking walk.
And they're going to win in 7.
I'm just saying.
Warriors
if they're underdogs,
in
they
7.
win.
Write it down now.
You can't even really find line right now because they don't know if KD's playing or not.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the Warriors have been fucking making Vegas tons of money this whole playoff. Point shaving over-unders, point shaving game lines, Steph missing layup, Clay throwing the ball away. Like, they just been fucking around this whole time.
Okay, if we're gonna have me in the opening banner for Brady tells Gronk to suck a dick, then we definitely have to have Rich's rant in there about Golden State in Vegas's pocket.
Yeah, put it in
Sure.
there. I'll sign my name on it. I've said it multiple
Warriors in
times.
Vegas's pocket. Like, put that in the show description.
Just have it right. Rich quote, wise guys own warriors.
Boom.
I've said it. I did it.
No,
Just
you have. I just feel like that's a great grabber for our show.
I mean, is that a hotter headline than Paul Pierce officially pooped his pants this time?
And then tried to walk it back and say he didn't. But yes, that was hilarious. That rumor got out. He admitted the rumor essentially, and then fucking walked it back the very next day. It was hilarious.
What?
The famous him getting carted off in a wheelchair and then coming back like 60 seconds later game in the playoffs.
Oh,
Yeah, he actually said on NBA Countdown with Michelle Beadle and all those other people that he was having some bathroom distress. And one of the guys on the team looked over him and went, "You were streaking?" And and he just sat there shamefaced and took it. And now he's trying to walk it back and say, no, I was trying to put a funny spin on a weird moment in my career and this, that, and the other. No, I didn't poop my pants, but no. He pooped.
Listen,
He pooped his pants.
He just needs
It's
to
official.
lean into it. Everybody has had a moment where they've sharded. It's all right. Now maybe it was a little more for him. He was a little embarrassed, but like.
Yeah,
Hey,
maybe it was taco night the night before, so this was a really aggressive shart.
Here's what I take away from this story. I don't know what NBA player does not want to play for the Celtics organization now because they kept that shit on lock.
Yeah.
That
None of the people.
organization kept that story on lock. Every NBA player should be like, I can trust the Celtics.
Yeah,
I can trust Danny Ainge, and I can trust everybody on that staff because Paul Pierce shit his pants on an NBA court. And they
no
kept
one
that
said
shit.
a
They
thing.
fucking carried his ass. They put him in a wheelchair, and nobody said a goddamn word about it.
Yeah, and that one Celtics guy in the suit that was helping the Celtics teammate carry him off the court could have very easily, lost his job at some point in the last 10 years and wrote a book about I carried Paul Pierce's poopy ass off the court.
Two people clearly got shit
Yes.
on their hands that night,
Yes,
and never
clearly.
said a fucking word.
And he kept his mouth shut. How well did he get paid for that night?
I don't know if it would be a book. That'd be a pretty short book. Maybe a good blog post.
Yeah. But
I mean, it
my
happens all the
stained
time.
hands.
So I'm going to attempt to steer this back into a direction that's manageable for everybody here.
Oh,
What do you mean? Oh.
come on.
All right. So right now, Rich, you're calling Warriors back into the series with KD.
If KD plays. plays.
So what have you heard about that leg injury then, or the calf injury, the Achilles, whatever?
I heard
it
there
is?
was a setback because he didn't practice. He was supposed to practice with the team today, and he didn't, or some shit. And now they're saying there's been a setback.
It just depends on if Katie's actually hurt. If he's really injured, he's not going to play. I also think I think it meant a lot when Clay came out and was like, we can't win without him. Like, the fact that before this series, during the Portland series, they were all talking shit like they could win everything without him. I think that hurt his feelings a little bit. And now they've all kind of changed their story about what they have to say, and, So I think that if Katie's healthy, I think the Warriors have gone out of their way in the last couple media sessions to basically plead with him to come back. But I think those practice things are from all the other practices. I don't think they have any definitive information, and that's why there's no line on it.
Yeah, they just said. I just saw an article that said that Kevin Durant has struggled at practice today and is not likely for Game 5.
if that's the case, this shit's over. It's over. Like, they just, I'm sorry, but like if this was KD there and not Steph, I think the Warriors would have a better chance.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I think that makes a big difference, and I think that
They don't have
Golden State's
anyone.
gonna regret all the shit they talked about not having, Kevin Durant. And here's the craziest part. I think every fucking talking head on TV, this is the shit that really pisses me off. That every talking head on fucking TV that asked the question, are the Warriors better without Kevin Durant? Every asshole that fucking asked that question shouldn't be allowed to talk sports. Ever. Nobody should listen to any asshole that asks that fucking question. You know why? Because no team is better without Kevin Durant. It's the most ridiculous fucking thing you could say. The guy's one of the best 3 fucking players in the NBA. And you want to ask the question, if he's not on the team, did the team get better? The fuck are you talking about? Like, how fucking stupid are people? How stupid? I don't know. But they literally asked that question on ESPN. Who fucking came up with that? That person should be fired. It's the dumbest thing ever. And any asshole that was like, oh yeah, they're 32-1 without him. They're definitely better without him. They shouldn't have Kevin Durant. Fuck you. This is what happens when they don't have Kevin Durant. And don't tell me, oh, Clay got injured and Kevon Looney got. Fuck you, Kevon Looney got injured. If that's what you're hanging your fucking hat on, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck anybody that wants to talk about injuries as the reason why they're losing. Fuck you. That's what I gotta say. Because even if they were at full strength, they'd have their fucking hands full. Because Kawhi Leonard's playing on one fucking leg, and nobody seems to be talking about that shit. He's definitely not fucking healthy. He's on one goddamn leg. And this is what brought me to the whole Masai Ujiri thing. Because Kawhi wouldn't fucking play on one leg for the Spurs. He said, fuck you, bitches. But he's playing on one leg for Toronto. Why? And why doesn't anybody talk about it? Can we give Kawhi some more fucking love? The guy's fucking playing out of his mind. He elevated a team that was the exact same fucking team last year, and they couldn't fucking get out of the East.
Well,
now they're fucking gonna win the NBA title.
Well, they did take away that one. Let's just call it the short leg on the stool with DeMar the regular season.
He's DeMar the regular player.
Yeah. But that you could then make the argument that was it Lowry and the rest of the Raptors that were making DeRozan look better than he actually was.
Here's the crazy part. Kawhi's even made Lowry hit jump shots in the playoffs. Lowry couldn't find the fucking ocean if he fell out of a boat in the playoffs in any other season. Now all of a sudden, he's taking big shots in the NBA Finals with confidence and fucking hitting them. That shit's all Kawhi.
He's got a partner on the other wing that's fucking knocking down shots. So he knows that even if he misses, Kawhi's going to run, snatch that rebound, and just put it right the fuck back in.
All right, so Rich, where do you think Kawhi ends up?
The fuck am I supposed to know?
Oh, I don't know. You've got all kinds of insights and looking into the future. That's your thing, man.
Yeah, I know that's my thing, but you're asking me to figure out what somebody... I don't even think Kawhi knows. Kawhi hasn't thought that far ahead. He really hasn't.
He might be right.
He literally, on, whatever free agency day is, June 30th or whatever it is, he still won't know.
Oh, shit.
His agent's going to call him and be like...
be ringing a lot tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's that?
My phone's going to be ringing a lot tomorrow. That makes me
sad.
sad.
He won't even know. His agent's literally going to call him and be like, hey, Kawhi, 30 teams called today. You got 30 max offers. What do you want to do?
Yeah, where do you want to play?
And
he's going to end up at the Clippers.
He's just going to go, don't know. And his agent's going to be like, that's it? You don't have anything else more to say? No, right now.
No, right now.
Kawhi, you got to give somebody an answer. Maybe later. His agent's gonna slam down the phone.
I gotta think about it.
He's gonna have to work out like 50 other scenarios. He's gonna have like a beautiful mind board, and he's gonna have to drag Kawhi in, and Kawhi's just gonna go, "That looks nice," and that's it. Yep. That's gonna be it.
Yep.
It's either that, or he's gonna go wherever Messiah is. He lets me play 60 games a year. That's gonna be it, and that'll be it. It'll be over. Like, is that the most important thing? Because if I think it's the way the Messiah ran the team and let Kawhi only play 60 games, that might be the defining characteristic of where he goes. Who's not going to give a fuck that he only wants to play 60 games a year and then he fucking throws down in the playoffs? That's where Kawhi's going to go.
Yeah.
You tell me what owner is going to max out Kawhi for, 200 whatever million dollars it is.
To play 3/4 of the regular season.
2/3. Like,
yeah.
And I think you do it. I think every NBA team should say, yeah, play 50 games. What the fuck do I care? Can we get in the playoffs? Are you going to fucking show up in the playoffs? Because I think if we've learned anything right now is that Kawhi might be the most important free agent and the most important player in the NBA. Because you know what Anthony Davis couldn't do? Get his fucking team anywhere close to the NBA Finals. The only other guy to do what Kawhi is doing is LeBron. And nobody wants to talk about Kawhi as being that guy. He's being that guy right now. Nobody's giving him any love.
He's getting love. He's getting love out there. Maybe not the amount of accolades he deserves, and certainly not on the LeBron pedestal, but he's getting love out there.
I mean, I'm not shitting you. We're getting stories of, does the NBA miss LeBron in the finals? No, we have fucking Kawhi. He's better than LeBron. He doesn't say shit. And he's the greatest meme ever. Like, he is everything we want. Just surround him with more fucking characters, and, like, that's all you need. Just let him be him. And he's going to fucking show out. Like, he's pissing all the Warriors off, and he's just playing basketball. It's great. The Warriors are a complete dumpster fire right now. Who would have thought that? Kawhi did that. What do you mean, do we miss LeBron? No! We have Kawhi. That's what the goddamn headline should be. How Kawhi wrecked everybody's year. The end. I'm on board. Kawhi's my guy.
I can tell you're on board. You're pumped.
I'm pissed that he doesn't get enough love. I'm pissed that he's not. Where's Kawhi going? That's not the free agent story. Nobody's written the goddamn story. It doesn't exist. It's not on the headline. He's not sexy enough for anybody. It's fucking ridiculous. Pissed. Like right now on The Ringer, how the Raptors solve Steph Curry. You know what the answer is? They have fucking Kawhi. The Warriors dynasty may be falling apart before our eyes. Kawhi kicked him in the dick.
Yeah, he did kind of kick him in the dick.
Oh, wait, we got the Clippers won't trade Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Is Jarrett Culver worth the top 3 NBA pick? Finally, winners and losers. Kawhi Leonard just put the champs on the ropes. There's like 4 other NBA stories on The Ringer above where Kawhi is, and he gets a little tiny blurb. What the fuck is that shit? Can we get... This is the Rumble in the Jungle, and Kawhi is Muhammad Ali? Can this be the headline? The Raptors didn't solve Steph Curry.
Steph Curry just hasn't been able to shoot.
They solved the entire Warriors. You know what they did? They got Kawhi.
That's not untrue.
Bullshit. Nobody wants to give Kawhi any love. The goddamn man is suing Nike. He's taking on the world.
Yeah. Nike apparently trademarked Kawhi's logo.
Hey, speaking of which, we talked about the Tom Terrific thing the other day.
Yeah.
And then this came in my head. I'm sure Kobe Bryant trademarked Black Mamba, right?
Probably.
Can we just agree that's the thing?
We can assume.
He's not even the original Black Mamba.
Of course. Wasn't that a...
No, he's not. It was Roger Mayweather. It was Floyd Mayweather's dad. He was the Black Mamba of boxing, one of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet in the 80s. Not Kobe Bryant. How come nobody's pissed off at Kobe and the Kobe Bryant? Huh? Kobe gets away with everything. This is some
because
bullshit.
Kobe gets away with shit. Yeah.
Honestly,
Kobe gets away with everything. This is
right
fucking
now,
bullshit.
it's probably a little bit of bad timing because Tom Seaver recently had to step out of the public eye because he's dealing with dementia. So for that to have happened recently and Mets fans to be all sympathetic and, in their feelings about Tom Seaver, and then to hear that, especially considering that most Mets fans aren't going to be in my boat and also be Patriots fans. So, they don't have the feel good to fall back on with that. So I could see the timing of it not being good and contributing to how much outrage he got back from that.
All right.
That's a little bit.
I'll buy it. I just want to know why we can't hate on Kobe too.
Oh yeah, Kobe's getting all kinds of love he wasn't getting 3 years ago.
I think everybody that's coming for the Lakers throne is going to start getting a lot of hate. People better watch out. This Lakers throne games is going to heat up this offseason.
It's getting super serious. All right, fights are starting in a few minutes. What else we got to close out?
Can we make sure that we understand that pooping in your pants is cool by Bill Belichick standards?
Yeah, man.
Apparently, that's a thing in the NFL. It's like they don't bother to de-uniform if they need to drop a deuce during a game.
You know that Bill Belichick. This is my favorite thing because I knew the story. I had to look up, make sure I got the names right.
The game ball, yeah.
Bill Belichick once gave a game ball to Larry Izzo because he pooped his pants next to Belichick on the sideline of the game.
And Belichick didn't notice.
Yep. Until Izzo told him.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Like,
I don't even want to know how many people would poop their pants in the NFL.
I mean, Mark Schlereth got the name Stinky from basically pissing himself at some point in time during just about every game he played in as a professional.
All right.
That's why everyone at ESPN called him Stink, because that was his football nickname when he came to work at ESPN. It kind of followed him in.
all right, there's one other thing, and then we'll get out of here. Because I saw this at the gym, and I was like, wait, what? The Jets are thinking about hiring Todd McShay.
The Jets hired Todd McShay.
They did?
Let me
It's
double
official?
check
Yep.
this.
They
But
actually
I'm
pulled
pretty
the
sure
trigger?
they did.
And they were in contact when I was at the gym earlier. It became official?
I'm going to confirm, but
Jets
I'm pretty
hired
sure.
Douglas from the Eagles.
Jets get their top choice. Joe Douglas hired as GM.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
So they brought in Todd McShay to make him know they were serious about going another way if they didn't want his.
Yeah. Todd McShay was the decoy.
Or was Todd McShay just tooting his own horn that they called him for a hot second?
That might have been it, too. It might have just been a little bit of, hey, look at me.
I got a job interview.
Yeah.
I guess.
So at least Peyton Manning didn't get that job. I was dreading that.
Yeah, that would have been horrible.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
All right, finally, last thing.
Yep.
I love how everybody's going so hard in the paint in the NFL on Aaron Rodgers not being able to chug beer. Tom Brady taking on his center at the ring ceremony and beer chugging. Every quarterback's now making a beer chugging video.
Yep.
And to pile on, Olivia Munn made a statement this week about what a piece of shit Aaron Rodgers was.
Wow. I mean,
Yep.
I know that breakup wasn't healthy, but yeah, woo. I didn't
Wow.
expect the, oh, wow. And he can't chug a beer either from Olivia Munn.
No, it wasn't about chugging beer. It was about what
no.
a fucking piece of shit dirtbag he was. That's right. And we all know that I'm firmly on the record. I'm Team Munn, and Aaron Rodgers can officially lick my asshole now.
Aaron
He's a
Rodgers'
fucking
ex
piece of
Olivia
shit.
Munn opens up about an ex making her feel worthless and her use of vibrators. Damn.
Aaron Rodgers, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, no shit.
Yup. Anybody that now roots for Aaron Rodgers, it's like rooting for Harvey Weinstein. Fuck you.
Wow. Called him Harvey. Said he was jerking off into houseplants over here.
Aaron Weinstein down there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that asshole. How dare he? How dare he?
Yeah, seriously.
I hope he gets.
Olivia Munn is a national treasure. How dare he piss her off?
Oh, for real.
We need to shame Aaron Rodgers as much as possible about his unmanliness. And I firmly believe the Packers will not make the playoffs and Rodgers will have a shit year this year. I'm all out. Fuck him.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know this, Aaron Rodgers actually came out with a story where he basically said, yeah, it's about time all these guys found something they're better at than me.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. This is the year.
Wow.
This is the year the NFL turns on Aaron Rodgers. You watch. I don't know how I'm going to bet on this, but I'm all in. I am all in on betting against Aaron Rodgers in every way, shape, or form. This is the year that Aaron Rodgers, no more State Farm commercials. Everybody's going to be all out on his bitch.
This is definitely going in the tagline as well. The demise of Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, Darren Ravel, you're enemies of the podcast, and you can kiss my ass.
Bam.
All right. I'm down for that.
I don't think we need any more on that note. That's a way to end it with some fire.
Yeah,
No?
for sure.
And if I ever see him, I'm going to use his tongue to wipe the Klingons off my hairy ass.
How about that?
Wow,
Dingleberry eater.
going full wet wipe on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Woo. Gonna be nice and clean back there.
Yep. Thanks to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He's going to clean that whistle.
Wow.
All right. Well, that should about wrap it up for us. I was really smart last week and put the email and Twitter up on the screen. Completely forgot about that this week. That would have been smart.
That's okay. They can still reach us at Sports on High, the number 2 at Twitter. Don't really use the account very much. Kiss my ass on that. But
Hey,
when
send me
there's
all
something
the login
worth
info.
it, oh,
Send me all the login info. I'm
For
gonna
sure.
start tweeting crazy shit.
Yeah.
For sure.
Tweet that crazy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm all about both of y'all getting on the Twitter as
All right,
well because
so-
I ignore it half the time.
Just to recap, that's at Sports on High 2 on Twitter, and at Gmail we are sportsonhigh@gmail.com. So hit us up, let us know what you think, give us some opinions. We definitely want to hear your conspiracies. We want to know what athletes you know are dating hotties, and that's gonna wrap it up for us today.
Well,
Out.
The champ is here.
and fuck off.